So I was getting ready. I am getting ready to jump into Age of Sigmar. And two of the things that have captured my attention is the fact that, well, three things actually. The community here is now at a point where we've got a good base for Age of Sigmar players, and I feel like I can get a variety of pickup games and really start to contribute to that community. It's gained enough traction. Second, I love the models. We can say what we want about Games Workshop. They produce fantastic models. They produce fantastic kits. And while I love Warhammer 40,000, there's kind of this duality with 40K in that we've got new kits, we've got new models for various factions, but there are still numerous legacy models and legacy parts of armies that are still out there. Age of Sigmar being entirely rebooted, it's mostly new stuff, and it's a creation of new stuff, and it's really taking advantage of the talents of Games Workshop and the production value of Games Workshop. And third, just a good fantasy skirmish, mass battle type game. I'm kind of captivated from that perspective. And looking at the wargaming systems that I enjoy playing, with the exception, board games aside, with the exception of playing God Tier, which is a fantastic system and I love, that's the only fantasy-esque battle game that I'm currently involved in. So it just seems like a good fit on all levels. I'm doing something very, very rare. I'm actually exercising impulse control. I'm easing myself into the community. I'm trying to figure out, what do I want to play first? Where am I going to go? Let's do this right this time. And instead of going out and buying piles of plastic, let's look at the acquisition phase and scale up reasonably so I can get stuff painted in a reasonable time and really show that respect to the community and really push that out. So this is what's been going on. And now 3rd edition, Age of Sigmar, is right around the corner. And I don't know what to think about that, because this is Games Workshop we're talking about. Now, I'm seeing the new starter set. Very, very intrigued. Looks a lot of fun. And anytime GW launches a new rule set, they always have a new starter set. So that's an accelerated release schedule. So on the one hand, this would be a great time to jump in, because there's going to be a lot of momentum. There's going to be a lot of support. But then I'm like, this is Games Workshop, and they're always changing the rules, and they're always changing the additions, and they're always going to accelerate it. And I thought Age of Sigmar was really going to be different, and maybe it is, because I'm still learning. But being a longtime 40K player, you know that they're going to change additions, they're going to nerf your army, you're going to have to buy new units. Space Marines are not immune, by the way. Talk to any Blood Angel player out there. Space Marines, with every new edition, yes, they get the new stuff because Space Marine sells, but everything gets blasted apart where you literally have to pull your stuff apart and redo your army. And then all of a sudden there's entire companies that you can't even play anymore. Just look what they've done with jet bikes from that perspective. So I'm kind of at a pause where, on the one hand, it's like I'm literally not in Sigmar. I've got nothing yet. Again, I'm even now, like, I'm exercising impulse control. So jumping in on a new edition makes sense, and there's nothing for me to reboot or redo, or now these models are useless because I'm not there. But I'm like, do I want to get involved in this hype train? They've already got me with 40K Fritz. Come to Lord of the Rings. I've been emailing you, Guy. I've been telling you, we've got the community here. Let's do this. And I'm tempted. I'm really tempted with Lord of the Rings also. Maybe that's an answer too. But in exploring Age of Sigmar, your opinion, for those of you who are in the community or perhaps day one, is now the time to jump in? Or do you think Age of Sigmar is going to go into like 40K, where we're going to have the constant genesis of new cycles, the constant reboot, the constant rebuy, the constant just supplements? And do I want to even jump on that hype train when I've already got 40K pushing that from my perspective?